Hopefully people tune in. Hey guys, we're live. We are live. Me and Mark here. We spent all day pretty much, didn't we, yesterday? The morning I wasn't there, but we spent all day yesterday. Now we're back on it today, all day today. Mark.
Yes.
Talk to me about yesterday's game. What you expected, especially after going 1-0 up so quickly. I don't know if it was an LJ goal. It looked like an LJ goal, but it came in.
I think it was an LJ goal. We were on the right side of it. I'm definitely giving that to LJ. Yeah. The game, I know we beat them at LSV earlier in the season.
Let me just say, we hammered them at LSV. That I know 4. You can say maybe it's not hammering, but no, that's our biggest WSL win, right?
Yeah.
So no, we 8-0 and all this, that, and the other, but no, we got 4. So to me, I think that's decent.
Yeah. So I went pretty confidently that we would go up and get a result. I think over the last few weeks we've hardly played any games, and we've kind of been stop-start, game 1 week, postponement the other week, then we go back, and it seems whatever momentum we get is gone. So, and it's also at some point we've had some terrible decisions against us. So at some point that had to turn, and I thought the referee last night was pretty decent. Didn't do too much wrong. Didn't give anything that wasn't warranted. Started off really well the first 15, 20 minutes. Jackie was bombing forward. Katie was bombing forward. And then it just seemed to... I don't know what happened. I think whether the legs got tired because the pitch might have been heavy, because there was a lot of rainfall. And then we just started to slow the ball down, and Brighton slowly got into it.
I think definitely, we were... Hiya, Alice, Gary, Rodney on and off the pitch. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. I think, Jackie started off so well for me.
She did.
So well. She was moving out, she was running, she was pressing. I thought, this is the girl, that we want to see. We want to see this from Jackie all the time. And I thought she was going to score at one point.
I thought the team, actually, the lineup was very interesting. Tooney was coming back in. She's not played since Bristol, where she got sent off at the very end.
No, it was
Spurs. Sorry,
Spurs, yeah.
Spurs. So she came back in. So she looked a bit fresh, and again she was playing quite far forward. At one point, I was speaking to Shane during the game, and Shane and I were thinking she was our main striker. So I was quite happy Tooney was in, and then they got a free goal. We couldn't clear the ball just before half time, and if we'd have gone in at half time, I think 1-0, we would have gone on to win that. But as has been the case for the last couple of games, we just can't seem to keep those clean sheets that we could do so well last season.
But the way I see it, though, as well, and I'm seeing your questions coming in on Twitter and everything. I really appreciate it, guys. We'll get to them. The way I see it as well is we weren't looking like scoring. So even after that period, at the start was really good. It was all over, like you said. It was Tooney. I thought Tooney could have scored. I thought, Jackie could have scored. Lauren was hitting around. Everyone was about at a sun, and then by the end we're talking about Tooney. Who was our forward? I don't even know.
No.
How not embarrassing, but like lethargic and just dull. It sort of looked towards the end, and I mean, before that goal came for them, I could see them getting back in it because we it's like we took our foot off the gas. It's like,
I mean, there was a good 20, 30 minutes of torrential down. It was a downpour. It was heavy. I mean, to be fair, I thought the pitch took it really well.
Yeah.
It looked like it came at the wrong time, because I think at that point we were really on top of the game. And that rain came, and I think the pitch kind of slowed down, and we couldn't get the ball forward quick enough or whatever. So I was working it out why, getting the ball forward as quickly as we can is fine. But once that pitch started to slow us up, I think we were ruined.
Yeah. I mean, I've spoken to a few people and they're like, it's like they didn't even look bothered. I'm not saying that they weren't, because I think that I won't even go that far. I think a lot of people love this club and do anything for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just looked like they were I don't know if this is a word, but defunct of any ideas of what to do. I think we just ended up pumping it long, bypassing the midfield.
Yeah.
The midfield, then when Brighton put that press on us, we just couldn't handle it. And I mean, it's not like Brighton are world beaters in a way. They're a good team, and obviously, they applied themselves well, and credit they did. If anything, they probably deserve to win in the end. It's only Mary making that save in the second half, because they were 1-on-1, and that was going in the thing, but it was a good, big, strong save from Mary. And but I mean, Mary's kicking wasn't great either. I'm sure she'd say, yeah, she could have been better.
No, there was one part of the game where we had a succession of goal kicks, and she kept taking the ball out to the left to where LJ was, and it kind of we were obviously behind her, and I think Jess or Jane Jess had gone over to the right when she came on, and Jess was free, and we were just like, well, ping it to Jess instead, do something different. And she kept going to LJ, but some of her distribution wasn't great, but she pulled off a couple of class saves for us to keep us in it.
Kept keeping us in it. Hiya, John. Thanks for joining in. Keeping us in it versus Brighton. I mean, a lot of people are saying, oh, well, you're only this far old, and
there are valid points to that, and I'm not going to say that it's an excuse we should be branding around. Oh, we're 19, 20 months old. We are still in that infancy of a women's football club team. The majority of our squad is still from what we won the championship with. We've obviously brought in the likes of Hayley and Jackie, and Abby's injured right now, and Mary. So we've brought in some really good players, but we're using the majority of the squad for leftover from last season. But when you go into Brighton, who are an established team, we beat them at home. We beat them in the cup at their ground last season. Really, it's a decent point considering all of that. But I still think we should have had enough to beat them last night.
Yeah, because I think in the championship last year, I'm not saying it was simple, it was a bit difficult, but we went there and pretty much put them to the sword,
Yeah.
And today it just wasn't. Even though you're saying it was mostly championship, it was just horrendous. And that midfield is improved, but it's like she's just playing the same midfield, and it's not getting anywhere. Anyone like John just said here, John, thanks for speaking while we're on, and that teams keep Jackie and Katie quiet, and LJ, we lack creativity, and I think we're missing madly two people. I don't know what I'm going to say, Hanson and Leah. Leah definitely. Hanson stepped up for me anyway. So I think we're a different team. Once they come back, it'll be a totally different ball game. But while they're not, we haven't even got anyone close to that level.
No, we are. Leah is probably our, besides LJ, our next standout player. I don't want to say that. Because Jess goes forward, she pings the ball into the box, and with Jess or Jane, whoever's up front, with the kind of balls that she puts in, then we are a different side. But I agree that sometimes when we haven't got Leah or Kirsty Hanson in, we do that little bit of We do lack that bit of creativity. The other thing I would say is that yesterday, as we saw, when the first 10, 15 minutes, Jackie and Katie, they were bombing forward at every opportunity. And Hayley Ladd was doing a brilliant job just tidying up from side to side. And I thought the formation at that point were playing just as a one holder instead of Katie and Hayley together. And Jackie and Katie could bomb forward. I thought, we've got all this creativity, but we lack, once the ball goes out wide without Leah or Kirsty there, we're struggling.
Yeah. JB's just said, and Jackie did make reference to this, we panic and rush things when we need a goal.
Yeah.
And maybe that's because we're young, or maybe it's because I don't know what it is. Like they lack confidence going at the minute. But I've seen it when they're when they're not. Instead of just keeping it calm and playing your game, it's bang, pump it. The one thing we need to score. Deb, your better half has just said, "Are we a counter-attacking team? Is that why we struggle without wingers?"
Probably. The one thing I would say though about last night is that we shouldn't have been afraid to take a shot. The pitch was wet. You take a shot, the goalkeeper could fumble it. So last night I would have been taking shots from outside the box. I know that's not the way we play, but on a pitch like that, that's what I would have done. Are we a counter-attacking team? Yeah, I think we're set up that way.
Yeah. So, I'm going to then move on, and I will answer questions to the podcast. A lot of us was talking about it. I know I've not dropped it in this link. I should have done it. There's a podcast by Total Football Analysis.
Yeah.
And they talk about when we're playing teams like Chelsea and this, and when we played City in the Conti Cup, we look good because the defence is solid, and we got people like Hansen and Leah bombing forward. But then teams like West Ham, Bristol, Brighton just show now. When they're playing, they've called it a low block. I don't even know, low block, high block, whatever. Yeah. Basically, for me, 10 people behind the ball, yeah? Mm-hmm. We lack that creativity to break it down. And they say we need more attacking fullbacks. So whether that's playing Lotta more, playing Smith more. But I still think Lotta, I think she said it herself, she's not physical enough. So I think we might see the best of Lotta towards the end of the season, or maybe next season. Hopefully she stays around if she wants to, or Katie keeps her around. But that's what they said. Alex Green was missing like mad, and they said something. I know you've listened to it, and listen, guys, check it out if you need to drop you the link. With her, you'd have an extra 6 points, and I don't disagree with that. I think games like City, even we would have maybe got a draw at the Etihad with her. I think might have got a draw at Bristol. I think her corners are a lot better than Zelly. So, Zelly's scoring a lot of free kicks, and you got to give credit. But, Rodney's just saying, why the hell did we get Lotta in the first place? Because in a way, I think Lotta's got a great left foot, and I think Lotta could be better than Alex in the future. Yeah. When you look at it, you're going into the WSL, your first season in the WSL, you need a bit of experience. And I think that's not what we've got.
Yeah, I think Lotta's, like you just said, I think Lotta's one for the future. I don't think she's necessarily for this season. I think hopefully we see the best of her next season. She didn't even have pre-season with us, so she came in. She came in pretty late. I don't think when she came in, I don't think the first game she played was against City at the Etihad.
Yeah, so she'd been in like a week or so or whatever.
Yeah, so I don't think she really knew the depth and or the size or how physical the league is. I'm sure Katie and the backroom staff would have said something to her, but I think Lotta is probably one for next season. If it was me yesterday, I know we have our little lineup league that we all do. I know Shane, he put Lotta in and he said he would have played Lotta as a wing back.
You know what? Now that we're missing Leah, that is absolutely what we should be doing.
Probably.
Because I think, no offense to Lizzie, I'd rather see Lotta go on than instead of Lizzie.
Yeah.
Because I think we need, with Leah out, we need something different on that left. And I think left is where we're where all our joy come from. I mean, that's why I should put LJ there to try and do something, and it works.
No,
within
I mean,
30 seconds.
one of the things that we've always talked about, probably since before we all went to Oslo for pre-season, is the formation. Will Casey stick with the four at the back, or will she go to, in sometimes the bigger games, go to a three and then play, two wing backs? So the formation is always the conversation. And last season, everything came down the left. Yeah. Everything because of Alex, because of Leah.
Towards the end, yeah. For me, coming down the left, Leah. I mean, Jonathan. Thanks for tuning in, Jonathan. He's just said looked a bit too much like the men recently and had no idea. Listen, I can't.
No.
We were singing Louis van Gaal side to side. That's how bad it got. But listen, we sat through Louis van Gaal, we sat through Moyes, so hell, I can sit through that, man. That was all right. But I mean, Ellis had said, why did we play well against big teams like the Chelsea and City? Better result if it wasn't for the ref. Potentially, yeah. In the when we went down to Kings Meadow, we probably would have got a draw. Abby scored that goal. I mean, I think for me, it's fine margins like that. Like Abby scoring that goal, coming back, potentially winning that game. How much confidence will we have? The Reading game, getting 3 points. How much more confidence would we have? If we had got 3 points against Reading, and obviously that Chelsea was off, but if we had got them 3 points against Reading, we might have been coming into this and winning it. I know it's fine margins, and you can't control what the ref does. I think there's now more pressure on refs to get it better. People are tweeting, and I'd encourage people to tweet better refs 2020, better everything, better refs, better pitches. All the stuff that's bad about the Super League is going viral. So, but people say, oh, that's not good, that's not good. We want to see skills. Obviously, you want to see skills. You want to see Lauren James screamers going viral. But for me, if that incident with Katie and the handball is going viral, it's good, because then they know that they can't have that.
You're looking at, the problem with the problem with that, I see is the biggest problem with the Super League right now is the state of the pitches. Liverpool Arsenal is on right now, and they're playing away from Prenton Park. They're playing at Chester's Ground, which looks like an absolute carpet. It's silky. It's nice. It's good to look at. Birmingham, Solihull, we were all there on the Wednesday night. The pitch wasn't great on the Wednesday night. And then on the Sunday, how much worse was it for them not to play? The pitches are, but we're lucky. We play at LSV, so we have great drainage, we have underseal heating. So if the clubs want to put the money behind a women's team, put it behind them. Get them somewhere to play properly. Make it their own home.
Tash, I'm going to shout you out. Keep the faith and supporting. That's a little kid that's telling us, so we should listen to that. Big up,
right.
Big up, Tash. Listen, Deb, you over half again. Clinical. Do we need to develop it, or do we need to bring new people in? And I'm gonna ask that question. But let me just say, in that thing they were saying, it's like the men. They need someone like Pogba to unlock the defensive, or do they need someone to mix up that three, I think, with the Jackie and the thingy. And I think we said it, and we'll bring it into this question, Mark. Why are you bringing Palmer back?
Well, I know, right, I'm not getting into the whole what happened in Nice thing with you and me. Last night, I know. What they said is that they think United, on the podcast, they said that United need a box-to-box midfielder. Amy Palmer. There she is. She's already there. We don't need to go out and buy anyone. She's already at the club. I don't understand why you brought her back from loan if she's not playing. Yeah. Now, unless there's an injury, maybe, then you can understand it. But she doesn't look injured to me. Katie's called her back for a reason.
What I'll say is maybe it's because Molly's gone out and so she needed that cover, but it's a waste. Just keep her there until you actually have a player, in my opinion. And then they brought on Rebecca May, and Rebecca May is great. Listen, I love Rebecca May, and I think she can be just as good as Palmer. She could be better. Palmer could be better than her. We never know. But you know, you were saying take shots from the edge of the area.
Amy Palmer, absolutely. I was listening. I was listening to the end of the podcast on the tram on the way home from this Piccadilly station, and as soon as they mentioned the box midfielder, I just went, well, we've already got her. It's Amy Palmer, someone who can take a shot. Going back to the question from Debs, do we need to be more clinical? Casey's been saying this for the last 4 weeks. We need
the last 4 weeks since the start of the season. City, clinical, we didn't take our chances, we lost.
Yeah, last night without I think was the two. We had LJ score, so that was a shot on goal. Tooney had that shot. I can't think of anything else really.
No.
2 shots in 90 minutes. It's
embarrassing. Anything for me, that's embarrassing. No shots on target is embarrassing. Whether you're Man United or you're FC United, it's embarrassing. You've got to be taking shots. Christian just jumped in. Christian, I don't know if I said your name right, but he's been on this podcast a few times. He's a big Jackie Cronin fan. Jackie Cronin FC probably going to come through now. Jackie's a box-to-box. Listen, I saw Jackie doing the bits, and there was a time when Jackie was in the box, and I thought, bang, Jackie, take the shot. But she passed it off, and I'm thinking, why are you passing it off? Take that shot. And I don't think I don't trust Jackie on outside our box. Okay, yeah, outside thinking, but Jackie has to get so close to the goal to take a shot. Whereas Amy Palmer, when I was watching her at Sheffield, and anyone who'd watched her at Sheffield, they was on the player a couple of times. That girl was bang, bang, bang. I'm not saying Palmer's better than Jackie. Jackie's obviously, when she plays that through ball, I'd probably play Jackie instead of Katie if we're gonna mix it all up.
Yeah.
But when Palmer, ain't no one better at taking shots outside the box. Maybe LJ, but even then she don't score them all.
No.
Palmer at our club now that I've seen when I've seen them playing.
The one thing that we used obviously going back to working when we were in the Championship, within the first 15, 20 minutes, we were blowing teams away. We were peppering them from inside the box, outside the box. We were just taking shots. So I don't understand why the personnel's not changed really that much. Jackie's come into the midfield, Hayley's come into the midfield, but Hayley does a job that really isn't taking shots. That's Jackie's for me, Jackie's the playmaker. But Jackie, when she gets into the position where you go, well, go on, take your shot, she passes the ball out wide to, Martha or Amy Turner or whoever.
Just take the damn ball. And Deb just said it. Players look scared. Players, I don't know what it is. And Ian's just said, Ian Lee, thanks for tuning in, mate. Like, credit to the Barmy Army, the long trip yesterday. And I'm not saying, I don't know if they're scared because of us. I don't know. I'm not saying it is that. I'm not saying it is that. I see you, Shane. I'm not saying it is that.
Did you answer Shane? No, it wasn't.
I'm not saying that they're scared, but they do look scared. They're lacking confidence and not taking shots. I don't know if it's like that. We just said it's quick when they're playing and they should just calm it down. And I don't know if it's like, oh, we have to score for them. And, a lot of them didn't come over, and I think they sort of know now that we're a bit upset over that. But I think, we've spoken to a few people, and it's been put to bed and it's what's been said. And, is it that pressure? Are we too much? I ask this question to myself regularly, Mark. Are we too much?
I think
pressure. If we weren't there and they never had Barmy Army or whatever, would they be playing better?
You can't answer that because if we're not there, we would never know.
I know.
And you couldn't be there. You had to be there.
Yeah.
I think the pressure I think they put the pressure on themselves. They want to succeed in the WSL. They want to become the best, the best of the rest. Now, you know, we've all spoken with other people, and I've spoken to Rodney on his podcast, and I said, look, I'd be happy anywhere between 4th and 6th this season. I don't care. That's a great season for me. You've said the same. We've all basically said the same, but they've come in and, yeah, we had a tricky start against City and then Arsenal, and we beat Liverpool, and then we went on a run after the Liverpool game all the way through to Birmingham in the Conti. And then it's like we can't. They started to believe in themselves after every game they won. You know, we beat Liverpool, we beat Spurs, we beat Brighton. We went on this incredible run, and they started to believe. And now they've had a couple of bad results since they've come back after the Christmas break, and it's kind of like they don't believe in themselves anymore. Yeah. And that's what we are their cheerleaders. We follow these girls up and down the country, around Europe when we've in pre-season. We are their cheerleaders, and we are there to give them that little bit of love.
That 12th player, that's what they always say, the 12th player.
The one we were reading the comments.
The name being sung, that's what gives them, when it's cold, when it's wet, when it's this.
We sing as we sing, we sing in the sun, we sing in the rain.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Last night we've sung in the snow. We'll do it all. I mean, Christian made a point about we're using Jackie in the wrong position. And these guys are saying that we should be playing with a 4-3-3, not a 4-2-1-3, whatever we're playing. I think Christian's right there. If we change our formation, then we're probably in a different position.
Why do you think it is? Because I mean, John's just said, have they sussed out our tactics and played to our strengths, and and like, I'll go on to some of the Twitter questions, but yeah,
I think have people sussed out our tactics. If LJ starts, they will all try and defend around LJ because the ball's only going to LJ. And I don't mean that horribly. I think if LJ and Leah are in the team, or Kirsty, LJ and Leah, then they don't know what they're going to do. But if it's just LJ currently, then they're all just going to... Yesterday, I think at one point, there was 3 or 4 players around LJ at one time. And they got it, and Ian's just said it there. Their game plan last night was spot on against us. They have sussed us. A lot of teams have sussed us.
Yeah.
And whether that's naivety from the players, whether that's naivety from our own tactics, I don't know.
Yeah. Gary's just made a really good point. Barmy Army would be a big reason what this club's about. Mary said in 5 years we'll be the biggest women's team in the world. If they can't handle it now, how will they cope then? Which is true.
Yeah.
Rodney's done a thing, and it's not enough players, 9 players. But no. Deb messaged a question on Twitter before.
Yeah.
She said, what's more important? I mean, for me, I think 4th is the biggest shout now, but I think it might potentially be 5th. I will still take that between 4th and 6th, we always said.
Absolutely.
Like I've said, I will be a bit disappointed, though, because we have been 4th for so long. And, you can't take that away, but it is what it is. You finish where you finish. You deserve to finish. Deb says, who would you rather finish below? So if we were going to finish 5th, I'd rather it be Reading anyway. That finished 4th. But Spurs, or what's worse, Spurs or Everton, who would you want to finish above us? And to me, I'd rather Spurs finish above us than Everton. I don't want Everton to finish above us. And whether that's because of Willie, maybe it is. I remember when he left, there's now talk he's going to go City anyway, so he won't even be there. But I just think there's a bit of Scousers and this, that, and the other. But I think, for me, Everton was never a rival. Everton's a rival that's been put onto us, right? Whether people want to say this, that, and the other, but Everton didn't do nothing. Listen, Everton was a rival that was put onto us. Our players said Everton. I remember when we went in the Super League, I said, I can't wait to face Liverpool, City, and then I was told, and Everton. So for me, That's been said to me since day. So if they say I'm Everton, then I don't want Everton finishing above us. That's it.
You see, I go the other way. I wouldn't want Spurs above us for the reason of they came up with us last year. We beat them comfortably in the Championship. We've beaten them comfortably in the WSL. So I wouldn't want a team that we've rolled over. And I'm not being so harsh.
No,
when I rolled over. I'd rather, Everton are, I know we've been branding this around a lot. Everton are an established WSL team. They've been in the league for a lot longer. Potentially, they might have some better players than us. Potentially, so I have if Everton finish above us, I don't care about that as much. Tottenham for me is the team that came up with us, so I'm looking where they are more than Everton really.
And when I say finish above us, thing, and I'm not talking about us dropping down to 7th. I'm talking about Spurs just come up and finish 4th and we finish 5th. Yeah. Let's get that twisted. But I see where you're coming from about the Spurs thing, and like, yeah, we basically rolled them over every time we played, but basically rolled over Everton every time we played them as well.
Yeah, so, I mean, but the game in a week on Sunday, I think it will be a different.
Yeah, different Everton now.
Different Everton.
Unless the snaked out there.
Unless, I mean, we've got, Izzy Christiansen's now playing for them.
I don't think she's fit.
Well, we'll see.
Big talk of, I remember, Izzy, and she's not even playing yet. I know people are saying, oh, you said about Hayley Ross. Listen, the reason why I'm so big about getting someone that's not getting this license, because for me, even if they said, here's the license, and they didn't sign anyone, they carried on signing. For me, I just think it shows commitment, It shows that you're serious about this. I think, when Brighton are out here signing Japan internationals and Australian internationals, Bristol, bottom of the thing. Brighton have a Nigerian girl, why can't we go out and buy someone in Australia? Oh, we haven't got a license, that's why we can't. And I mean, are we serious about this women's team? I think
I think we are serious about it, and I think Casey has been looking at players, and she's obviously not seen anything that she thinks can improve us currently. We do need. I think we need. We definitely need something. We need a bit more creativity. So actually, no, we don't. Let's be honest now. You know what we need, and I know what we need. We need someone who's going to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
End of. And I love Jess, and I love LJ, but come on, we need someone who's going to get us 10, 15 goals.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Guaranteed, not even messing about like, oh, she scored 8 or no. Guaranteed 15 goals. And to get them kind of people, I'm going to say the biggest thing, everyone knows what's coming, harder 2020. And that's what you need. And the reason why I'm so big on that name is because that's a big name player. Yeah. If you want 15 goals a season, it's there for you. Ellen White, right? She came out with LSV, this, that, and the other. You know what makes me mad is then I'm reading that those facilities are good. I knew they were good. The pitch is great. The training pitch is great. Lotta says the only thing that's not great is the whole, it's not ours, It's not Man United stuff everywhere. It's Lee. And the gym is small. They're just split into 2 groups. For me, that's not good enough, right?
No.
Look at this Cliff. We're still bloody waiting. How long are we going to be waiting?
I mean,
we're still going to be talking about Cliff.
I mean, for me, Casey has been off. I mean, I know this week with the storm that's been coming around here. I know they've been training at Carrington because the
men are off. Easy for them to do it.
The men are in Marbella, so Carrington is they can use it.
But we shouldn't have to wait until they're out of the country or whatever to use facilities that are better.
I agree, and I don't understand because, to my understanding, the cliff isn't used on isn't used on a daily basis, so they could train at the cliff. But for Casey likes to train them at Lee, that's her prerogative, that's her choice. I have no issue with it. But when you've got the facilities at the cliff that, you know, are probably not on a par with Carrington, but, you know, they can fit all into the gym at the same time at least. I don't understand why they haven't.
I think that the cliff's not got enough. I think Lee might be a bit better than the cliff.
Possibly.
And that's why they're at Lee.
Possibly.
Why they would be at the cliff.
Possibly.
We've seen them train at the cliff. They went on that snow day and trained at the cliff, so they can train at the cliff.
That's what I mean.
The cliff should be theirs. I mean, I've seen something from Ed Woodward, the bane of our life, people. And he said they're looking at investing in Old Trafford, the stadium, and doing all that. Well, how long's a piece of string? They're looking at investing now in Carrington, the cliff, and there was another name, and someone might know.
Littleton Road.
Yes. They're looking at investing in that. Somebody said to me that they might extend Carrington, and then the girls fit in Carrington.
Yeah.
That would be good as well.
I mean, you and I have been to Carrington, so you know the amount of space they have around Carrington. They've got, you know, what, 8, 9, 10 pitches there. So the space is there for the girls to go there.
But obviously, it's about, you're not just bringing the girls, you're bringing the devs too.
Yeah.
Because they're full time as well. So, you know.
I think the girls should have their own proper training base, whether it'll be Carrington or the cliff, either one.
And well, apparently the devs were at the cliff last year, but we weren't in the league last year, so I don't know whether that's changed that around. I don't know.
My issue with training at Lee is that they train on a pitch at the very back of the ground, and anyone can just go up and watch. And that for me, you know, we're used to Carrington being shut off behind closed doors. No one can see what they're doing. But Casey likes it, and Casey said very early on in an interview that she's been offered all the Carrington and all these things, but she likes to be separate from the men's side of things. So whether she must like the link.
I've just seen a comment at the top. Comments are going quick, guys. Keep talking amongst yourself. Listen, I love it. I love this. That's so many people in here. You know, I really appreciate it. Nat, do you think Casey wants that many non-UK players? She prefers a UK core. And I agree. She does prefer a UK core. But what is Man United? This is like, what is Man United? It's a global club. And sometimes the UK players aren't the best players. Go out and get the best players, because this is global. This is not about developing lionesses or listen. I want to see all my devs come through. If all them devs that are playing with my first team, of course I'd love it. All Manx playing in my team, are you mad? I'd love it off. But I want the best players, right? And I don't know, a lot of maybe other teams, they gear it around, oh, well, if we're doing well, then the Lioness, don't give a damn about the Lionesses. And this is what they need to learn quickly. And I think they do know it now. But still, some of them have said to us, oh, you're a big England fan. I thought to myself, who are you speaking to? I don't care about England. England were pied off. That's better for me, mate. That's why when Leah says, you know, I don't think I'm ready for it, I'm like, woo, pop the champagne, mate. Yeah? Because if she's staying at home and recovering and doing this and, you know, with her family, I'm happy, mate. Yeah, happy. Because she's ready for Man United.
I'm exactly the same for you. I'm exactly the same. Club over. Everyone always asks that, you know, are you club or country? I'm club. There's nothing more important to me than Man United. Man United is the reason I love football.
Mm.
You know, you and I were lucky. We've been to watch. We watched the first team. We've watched the 23s, the 18s, the women's.
Watched it all, mate.
All. And
Yeah.
I don't care exactly. I don't care when England are on. I don't even watch. The only time I watch England is during a tournament. If it's a friendly, I don't care. So if Leah's binned off England to recover for United, well, you know what? Well done, Leah.
100%. I couldn't think of anything better.
You know, the FA have got this thing that they want to make the WSL the best women's league in the world. And what will make it the best women's league in the world is if it's a competitive league, which it is. And not like the American League, which is built around the US national team. So, yeah, just club first. Don't forget, whatever happens with England happens. I'm not worried about it. I don't care. Unless, like, they all get picked, and then obviously we'll all have to go and watch anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's what I say to them. I'm coming to watch you.
Yeah.
I don't think they understand.
No, you don't.
I'm not coming to watch whoever. I'm coming to watch just you.
Yeah.
Lauren, I'm just coming to watch you. Rambo, I'm just coming to watch you. Palmer, I'm just coming to watch you. Mary, I'm just coming to watch you.
Yeah.
I'm just coming to watch you. Alex, I'm just coming to watch you. No matter where it is, France, Scotland, St. George's Park. Doesn't matter. I just want to watch you. That's it. Period.
It's just we just care about the United players.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if England then started picking more United players, yeah, I'd be there. But I'd be whipping out my flags that had United badges on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Fiona's sort of saying, you know, I'm just scrolling up for a comment. She sort of said, you know, we could have carried on playing, just never looked like scoring last night, and I'm sure you agree.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That was the same for me.
The performance last night, we've said it at the beginning, the performance wasn't great again. But
yeah, and Fiona's messaged me as well on Twitter, and she said, do you think Casey's going to stick with the same formation? Do you think he'll change it? Currently, playing people out of position due to injuries isn't working, and I can't disagree with her too much about that.
No, I mean, again, we have this conversation on a weekly, daily basis. You know, even when we're going to win a game, we were thinking, is she going to change the formation? You know, last night we had Martha at right back, Amy, Millie, Kirsty Smith. They're back four, and then you're going to have Hayley, Jackie, Katie, and then up front,
whoever's fit, yeah.
Whoever's fit,
yeah. At the minute, but what I will say, Mark, as well. She said last night, I don't know if you've seen her comment when we were listening to it on the train. She goes, I changed the formation a bit when Jess come out. And I thought, did you? I mean, listen, I'm never saying I'm an expert on anything. And obviously, we were up the other end. What are you saying to me?
I mean, I when Jess came on, I thought she went straight to the right-hand side.
Yeah.
And then she was cutting in more. I couldn't see that much
difference.
I
couldn't see any difference.
No, I mean,
they didn't implement it right or whatever, but I couldn't see any difference.
The one thing that I've always said is I want Jess through the middle, because I think that's where she can impact the game the most. Because I can't remember what game it was. I think it must have been. Is it where someone played a ball over the top and Jess just put on the afterburners and she went past them? Yeah, she went past them like they were stood still.
And it was 2-0 and we bang.
Yeah, and that was the thing. You know, Jess through the middle. It's a different prospect for us.
You know, when we were talking, that was through the middle, Jess, and I agree. And when we played against City, Jess was through the middle. She put all that pressure on their defence, and it made them, nervous. They conceded goals. Listen, is Jess though that 15-goal person that we're talking about? In my opinion, in the Championship, yeah, she can bang goals for fun, mate. But I just think she's not that. I love her as well through the middle, and I think it showed at Reading. She had that one thing through the middle and it hit off everything and it bumbled off. And I don't think, and I think this is what Casey thinks. She's not through the, she's not Ellen White. Obviously, she's not Ellen White.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, she's not going to score you 15 goals a season, but that's really what we need.
I think someone said it someone said it very early on before the season began that Jess isn't good enough for the WSL.
I think she's good enough, but yeah, she's that plan B maybe. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to put her down, but
I mean, I think Shane's hit it spot on with what he said. We won't know because Jane is going through the middle and Jess is coming out.
Yeah. And that's why I don't understand, because for me, what Casey did say, Casey said that she changed it at half time. Didn't see much change. She said she changed it when she brought Jess on. This is the formation that she's changed. And to me, it does look throughout the game look the same.
Sometimes I think I can read, sometimes you watch a game the way we watch them and you can read what the players are going to do. Last night, possibly against Reading, it just seemed like they had no idea. And I'm really upset about that in a way. Because the likes of Brighton, the likes of Reading, we should be aiming to...
Reading are a bit better, I will say that. Reading are a bit better. And to be honest, in my opinion, we played really well against Reading. And yes, we should have scored the 2 chances that we had extra, but the ref let us down at Reading. Listen, you can't not say that. I mean, people are saying there was a penalty, there was a handball last night. Yeah, okay, but it
wasn't as controversial.
Last 10 minutes, that was in 10 minutes to go. What are we doing in the 45 minutes before that? The 40 minutes before that.
I've said it before. Last night, at the beginning of the game, before the rain came, and I think it took the impetus out of us. We were the better team. We were. I didn't imagine we would score after 16 seconds. I don't think anyone did.
No.
But if that rain hadn't have come and we'd have kept that intensity going, I'm obviously not blaming rain. I'm just saying that it hampered us in a way. I think we would have gone forward and we would have. The goalkeeper was dodgy last night, their goalkeeper. And we saw what happened with the first goal, and that's why I said earlier on, after that rain or during that rainstorm, pepper that goalie, because she didn't look confident. When she had the ball, when she was taking a goal kick, she was taking it sideways. So you push up 10, 15 yards on them. So she can't do that. Yes, that then leaves you open at the back, but you take that chance.
Yeah. Roy Keane would always say, this is from Ian, forget about luck, poor decisions. You have to simply be better, create the chances, take the chances. 100%, mate.
Yeah.
100%. Steve Baker, he's asked the question, Seabury's squad is coming up soon. Abby's obviously injured. Do you think Phil will pick Millie as a replacement? I'm just saying good support from the Barmy Army and myself. Keep up the good work. But yeah, Millie, she believes. Can you see it?
I can see it, but I don't think she will. I don't think she's there yet right now.
Yeah, no.
I think at the beginning of the season she probably was when we were keeping clean sheets. But right now, I think we're looking a bit ropey at the back.
I don't want them going. I want them staying with us.
I don't want to go in.
If this one gets, I don't want her going. And not to hold her back. I just don't want to go in.
I think there's other players ahead of Millie. That's right now. That's what I believe. I think there's other players in the WSL who are ahead of Millie, and I love Mill. I think she's one of those. Last year her and Amy, they were on Nemanja and Rio. They were keeping, as someone said it on, I think it was Dave who said it on the train on the way home with us. He said he loves seeing the Turners at the back together again.
Yeah.
And he's like, I love seeing it as well. I think it's great.
Yeah. People are saying, John's saying no, Ellis is saying no, we look tired at the back. We do. I just think,
going back to that podcast though.
Yeah.
They did say we need a fullback, and I can't disagree with it. I think losing someone like Alex, okay, yeah, we brought Lotta in. We need someone at the back who's a bit more positive going forward. Kirsty Smith, for me, for the last 2 games, Kirsty Smith's been our best player. So we're lacking that. I think we're lacking a bit of leadership.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we're lacking someone just to go. Come on, what Alex last season, she would rile them up. I'm not saying Katie doesn't. I think Katie's a different sort of skipper. I think she's more of I'll lead by example kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think we need someone out the pitch who will go, this isn't good enough. Just come on, let's go forward.
Yeah. Talking of Katie. Posted for us.
Oh, she posted it.
It's so Katie's a shouter. I heard her at times shouting on the pitch. Is a level affected by the captaincy? It might be.
I think Katie is a different sort of skipper to Alex. Alex was. Let's face facts. Alex, in some people's opinions, was head and shoulders above the rest of those players last season. So Alex led. Right, Alex said, "Let me do it. I'll be that kind of a person." Katie, in my opinion, and I know it'll divide opinion within the BA group, I thought Katie was our best player by a mile last season. And I think Katie deserves the captaincy. She's a Manchester girl. She knows what the club means to you, to me. Because we've had chats with her family, with her dad. They know what it means to us. We know what United means to them.
Them, yeah. They are us.
Exactly.
For example, I look at it as well, Millie, even though it's her dad is a City fan, right? I don't want to expose him, leave him a be. But he's a football fan.
Yeah.
So when they look at us, especially Granddad Frank, they see football fans, yeah? And so they know that it hurts, mate. They know that it hurts. Because it hurts bloody them girls as much as it hurts us,
I mean, I don't want to bring the, we've been to games where the girls have literally come over to us crying, and that's broken you. That's broken you. You can't cope with that.
Yeah.
So we know what it means to them. They know what it means to us. We just there's. I think the players from last season, some of them have stepped up.
Yeah.
Some of them have stepped up. Some of them have been a bit stagnant. And Amy Turner, she's gone from a rock solid centre back last season to a right back, and she's made that position really her own.
Yeah.
And then you've got Martha, who was our right back, and then when she went over to left, she made that position her own.
I know it's.
But
I mean, difficult balancing that, showing faith to the team that got us promoted and bringing in better players.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I've always said is that we won the championship last season. We won it quite comfortably. And then you want to, you had to keep faith with, as someone said, the core of that squad, and you had to improve it. Look, let's not kid ourselves. Mary Earps, she has improved the goalkeeping. Shiv was a great keeper, and congratulations on having a baby. And I hope Shiv comes back, and because I think that would be a great little competition to have between Shiv and Mary. Hayley Lang was a player we were all crying out for from last season. So she's coming in, she's made that defensive midfield her own. Jackie is a World Cup runner-up. I'm pretty sure she was runner-up in the Player of the Year.
Yeah.
As well. So we've brought in quality players here, and obviously you've got Abby Mack, who's an England international. Jane Ross is in a Scottish forward. We're brought in some quality players, and we've stuck them with the youth of a youthful squad. And it's going to take time for everyone to integrate. But the performances, we've had 1 week where we've had a really, really, really good performance, and then a week later we've had a nothing performance. It's just about keeping the levels up. My issue with the women's game, and it's my own personal thing, is that there's too many international breaks.
Yeah.
There's too many breaks between this game and that game and whatever. We're used to going from a Saturday to a Wednesday to a Sunday to whatever. We've not got a game now for a week and a half. All right, that's probably our fault because we got knocked out of the cup.
Yeah.
But still, there's we've had 3 games postponed. If one of those teams is out,
one of them is our place, but it was threats to life apparently. But lest we talk about that. But the other 2, it's not our fault. So pitches, like we said, can be better. Someone, I don't know who said it on here, and they said it's going to be the biggest transfer window this summer for this team, and I can't disagree with that.
No, unfortunately, I think there'll be a few players who are gone.
Yeah. Not that I want them gone. I mean, they're OG21, they're mine forever. Like you say, it breaks me. But even if I just see it as right back, left back, forward. But I think we need to improve on the wing. So maybe bring in some wingers. Maybe it's a 4 in, 4 out. Maybe it's 5 in, 5 out. I see it being an in-out kind of thing. The same again. I would add to the I wouldn't just leave it as 21 or 22. I'd maybe have 25.
We've got 4. Well, technically we've got 5 keepers on the books, haven't we? Right now. So at least 1 is going, maybe 2. So there's 2 places already gone. Maybe, I don't know. There's a few players. I'm not going to mention any names.
There's no point, No,
I just don't think. No. I just don't think we'll be there, unfortunately.
No.
But while they're here, I will give them all my support.
And hell, even the ones that sometimes still go. There's no game, so there's no game for Sheffield either. So there's no loan, so there's no devs. So I'll go and see Charlie. A couple of us are going to go and see Charlie down at Leicester. Still love her. Still watch what she's doing.
Yeah.
That's the way it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
People talking about poor scheduling, clear weekends, let's get games on. Listen, I can't disagree. But we're waiting on other teams, aren't we, really?
Yeah, there we are. I mean, it was funny, before we went on live with this, I was started to watch the beginning of the Liverpool-Arsenal game, and the commentator said that Liverpool have got an agreement to play at Chester for the foreseeable future. So
that's where we're going, people. Chester, thanks for coming.
Yeah, so it looks like we'll be going to Leicester. Chester, I mean.
There's a question directed to me now. I don't know if you can see it, Mark. Are you preparing yourself to say goodbye? Will it break you as much as last season? And I think I reacted very well to the 4 that went, right? The original lot.
Mm-hmm.
The one that broke me, because it came out of left field, was Alex. Yeah, did not expect that. But I'm going to say something now that's going to be controversial. Yeah, I'm seeing everyone signing new contracts. It's all great. You love to see it. The 2 that I'm waiting for to sign new contract is Millie and Zelly. How long am I going to be waiting for? And then I then start to question, well, what are people do? You know, what's going on? Because how come we can get them 3 quick succession? What we're waiting for now? You know, for me, that's it. Sign them up now.
No, I'd agree.
So the longer that goes on, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying it's not good that it's going on long. That's it.
No, I mean I'd agree. The ones you want to get on long-term contracts right now are Mill and Zell. Absolutely.
Exactly. Get it done. What am I waiting for? You've got Leah done.
Yeah.
Get them 2 done, and I'd probably get Hanson done as well. Just get it done. What we're waiting for, right? And that Alex broke me. So, but you know, I don't know if the Alex situation is going to come around again. You know, I don't know what's around the corner. And maybe now that's happened, I'm more prepared for it.
Maybe. Depends who they are, though.
Depends who it is.
Depends who it is.
Depends who it is. And I mean, God, we've said some names, and I know the ones that are going to break me. I know it. But then I'm looking at them, and I'm thinking, I don't know, man. I don't want to go into this because it's getting tasty. Yeah? Starts getting it. But you know what, as well, if they do leave, even though Alex left and everyone's like, Snake, this, that, I don't think she left under great terms. I think she could have handled it better. I think everyone could have handled it better. I still went to see her, and I still had to do that one thing. I had to see her to have that closure on myself.
Yeah.
And I saw her. I didn't, and now I don't feel like I don't need to see her again. I mean, if I saw her again, it'd be great, but like I had to go to Middlesbrough because I had to see her. That's how much it was hurting me.
I understand. I mean, the whole departure about Alex leaving, neither side handled it with any class, really. It was wrong the way it was done, but that chapter's closed now. It's done,
and we now learn from it. So if it happens again, I don't think they'll tweet out at bloody midnight on Sunday. I'll tell you that for nothing. I don't think they would ever do that again. But nothing surprises me either. Listen, guys, Mark, it's been an hour. I've got people belling thrown anyway. Listen, I love it all. I thank you. It's been solid. It's been like solid double figures watching it. I don't know if you see that little eye. I love it. You know, you can after share it with your mates. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Sometimes I might forget, you know, to tweet about it to let you know. So if you press the subscribe, press the bell, you're going to be getting an update as soon as I go live, so you can tune in. You know, get on it. I really appreciate it. If you're watching it after, subscribe so you never miss it live. And you know, I'm going to be looking at doing different things. I might have an editor now, so I might do some vlogs myself. I don't know. Just let me know what you want me to do. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Mark, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, now.
Get rid of it now. See you later, guys.
See ya.
See ya.